What's up guys, Sam Adams here, and today we are going to be talking about delaying games and why I personally think that it is the best decision that a developer can make if it comes down to it. Obviously it's not the ideal solution, but it is better than the alternative, so we're going to talk about that for a minute. But first, I want to apologize for this terrible shirt. It was $3 at Target. I'm cheap, just accept it. Anyways, so Rainbow Six Siege, a game that I am extremely excited for, has been delayed by a couple of months. It was originally supposed to come out on October the 13th, but it got delayed until December 1st, putting it to release on the same day as Just Cause 3, which my first reaction was worry, because that means that obviously, Just Cause 3 is one of the year's biggest releases, a game that a lot of people have been looking forward to just because there's so much you can do, and I kind of thought that the Rainbow Six Siege sales would suffer from that, and thus the community would be small and it would have kind of a Battlefield Hardline effect to it, where not many people would play the game and it just would kind of fall through the cracks, like many other Tom Clancy games have in the past. But then I realized that these two games are kind of connecting to two different audiences, so they really shouldn't interfere with each other. Obviously, Just Cause 3 is going to sell immensely more copies than Rainbow Six Siege, but at the same time, the guys that are looking for an FPS to play, the guys that are really fun they have a lot of fun playing Counter-Strike, or if they're looking for something other than Black Ops 3, they're all going to flock to Rainbow Six Siege if they're not really looking for that Just Cause 3 kind of game style. So, Ubisoft and Delays. I'm trying to figure out how this is actually going to work out to benefit Rainbow Six Siege. So now that we have Rainbow Six delayed, obviously the Division was pushed back until 2016. Last year, The Crew was pushed forward a little bit just to try and give the developers some more time to kind of work out all of the kinks, and unfortunately that game just didn't deliver on the scale that it promised it would. And then you have stuff like Assassin's Creed Unity that was delayed by a couple of weeks, I believe, and then it just completely needed to be delayed for probably a few more months, if not just canceled indefinitely, because that game, all of this time into it, is still broken. The main character still doesn't just like grasp onto ledges. He's just kind of hanging in midair with that holographic kind of what do you call it, Jedi mind trick kind of stuff, where he's just floating there, and there are a lot of glitches in it, and that game just didn't turn out well. Then you have stuff like South Park: The Stick of Truth that was actually delayed. A lot of people forget that one, or forget that that one had gotten delayed, and it turned out to be extremely awesome, and it's one of the best RPG kind of games that I've ever played. It's a fighting game, and there is actually a sequel coming out. It's kind of a turn-based thing, and it's South Park, what's it called? The Fractured Butthole, and it's like Butthole. It's funny. I love Matt and Trey Parker, and they're awesome guys. They do great stuff with South Park. But my point here is that Ubisoft has had a mixed kind of history when it comes to delaying games, and I really hope that Rainbow Six Siege turns out to be one of the better ones that has the kind of South Park Stick of Truth resolution to it, where the game is actually better because of the fact that it was delayed. Because quite frankly, I see huge competitive potential whenever it comes to talking about Rainbow Six Siege. It takes everything that's good from Battlefield and everything that's good from Counter-Strike, and it just kind of meshes it into this awesome tactical shooter that has a lot of destructible environments, a beautiful looking kind of aesthetic to it, where the atmosphere is really kind of eerie, and it feels like you're actually raiding someone's drug house or trying to prevent a kidnapper from killing their kidnappee victim, and it just has an awesome feel to it. And I feel like Rainbow Six Siege has huge potential, and hopefully that the fact that this game is delayed won't make that a bad game. I hope that it really shines, and I hope that it is one of the best first-person shooters that comes out this year, or I suppose maybe next year. You never know, it might get pushed back again. So there you guys have it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, drop me a like down below and comment what you think about Rainbow Six Siege being delayed. Will I be disappointed? Do you think that Ubisoft is just going to let me down entirely? Or do you think that they're really going to buckle down and make Rainbow Six Siege one of the best FPS games that is out on the new generation consoles? Do you think that they're going to really push for the competitive side of things, kind of the way that Evolve did whenever it first came out? Let me know what you think in the comments section down below, and of course, if you are new to the channel and you've never seen any of my other videos, be sure to click on some of those. I upload new stuff like 4 or 5 days a week, so there's always something new on the channel when you drop by to watch some videos. And as always, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for watching this particular video. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.